Well, hello everyone and welcome back. So I don't normally record videos like this, but somebody just asked a question on some video from a long time ago, and I thought it would just be easier to answer it because it's not complex, but it would just be easier if I answered it like this versus trying to type it out. So it was a question about 5x5 pens and spacing, and if that's enough room. And for us personally, when I talk about spacing, so there's and I don't know what video. I'm sure it's on the video that you watched, but I'm not sure what video or what exactly it was that I was talking about. But oh, it's Lily. Look at Lily. Um, but when I talk about spacing, there's two things I'm referring to. The first is when, and maybe I won't be explaining this correctly or doing it justice, but when those mama goats, when they get closer to kidding, that's typically when we want to bring them in. Well, at the same time, they still need to be able to move around. They need to get their exercise in. And now, off the top of my head, I'm gonna toxemia. Why am I having a brain fart? Exercise. Oh man, my brain just stopped working. Exercise discourages toxemia. That's right. And so I try now, obviously, like a huge swath of the US right now is under like an ice warning and a blizzard warning. And so I can understand wanting to bring all of your, mamas inside for obvious reasons. But typically, if they're not close to expecting, if they're not right up on their due dates, we intentionally leave them out in our more open lot so that they have to walk to the shelter, they have to walk uphill to water, they have to walk back downhill to their alfalfa feeder, their hay feeder, and that at least gets them, and especially in winter where they don't want to move around a lot anyway, that at least forces them to get their steps in. And so that's reason number one, but then, or not reason number one, but that's one part of a spacing issue. So I don't like sticking them in enclosed areas. Actually, now that I think about it, that's a two-part reason. First part is you want them to get exercise. Second part of that is it's no different than humans. I've had 5 children, and they will tell you over and over again, you need to walk. You need to walk. You need to walk to open up your hips. And is there truth to that with goats? I mean, physiologically, we are not, we are upright and they are not. But I would assume movement and the ability to move freely also encourages that. That's why I never put them in a pen to kid. Now, I'm sure lots of people do it and they have success. They keep an eye on their animals. I'm not saying it doesn't work at all. I just know movement is a necessary part of labor. And usually you can watch and tell when the moms are still in the movement part of labor and when they're in the, okay, we're not moving anymore, we're just going to sit down and it's time to push, or stand and push or whatever. But then the other part of spacing is 2 moms in a 5x5 pen, and this is not judgment. This is not. This is just my perspective on it is that. I'm sorry, I'm getting flushed. That the fire is very hot. I packed it full of wood because I didn't think it was keeping up, and now it's definitely keeping up. Because the snow is just starting to fall here. I don't know if it'll focus. But 2 full-size does in a 5x5 pen, that's tight. That's tight. And then I've even had the sweetest mamas, once they kid, that is a no-fly zone. Like, nobody is allowed. Other goats, like I may be allowed, but other goats are not allowed within a certain area of their kids. And so for me, if I were to put 2 in a pen, and then I go to bed at night and I don't realize somebody has kidded, it could end in disaster. I'm sure people do it all the time. I can't speak for you. I've never done it that way. But that's just my 2 cents. I hope that helps. Again, I don't normally do videos like this, but I'm home alone. Grandma has the kids and Brandon's at work, and I just got done folding laundry, and so Lily and I are just here waiting for the storm to roll in. So I hope that answers your question, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos. With that, we'll catch you in the next video.